Yes, let's start with the new concept, Internet of Things. This the target audience for this video is 12th science students, as well as all those students who are not aware about what is the Internet of Things. This is a complete new emerging technology, latest technology, and right now a number of courses introduce Internet of Things in their syllabus. So in this topic we are going to cover about the basic things of what is Internet of Things, then what are the advantages, disadvantages of Internet of Things. Okay, so Internet of Things is the network of physical device, vehicles, and other items, as shown in this diagram. Internet of Things is nothing but the number of devices or objects. It is also called things, are connected to each other's. Connected all these things to each other by means of the internet, right? So some networking protocols can be used to connect all these devices with each others. So Internet of Things extend internet connectivity to objects or things or physical devices of day-to-day life. Now all these physical devices might be your washing machine, or it may be TV, or it may be any wheelchair, any physical device which you are using in day-to-day life can be connect with each others by means of internet. So IoT provide this facility to connect all these objects. So these objects augmented with microcontrollers, optical and radio transceivers, sensors, actuators, and protocol stacks suitable for communication in constrained environment where target hardware has limited resources, and allow them to gather data from the environment and act upon it, so giving them an interface to the physical world, right? So the Internet of Things basically use number of electronic components like microcontrollers or optical or radio transceivers for receiving message or transmit message, sensors. The sensors is about to sense temperature, pressure, or magnitude, or change in color or photo effect, etc. Actuators are devices which convert electronic data into the human readable form. So these are the actuators, and the protocol stacks means these are the set of rules to communicate with different devices, and all these are the hardware components, right? And all the hardware components get assembled together, and they gather data from the environment and they start acting on it. So IoT provides certain interfaces. Through these interfaces, you can communicate with the other words, and a system can be designed. So IoT enable things to connect, collect, and exchange data and integrate physical devices into a single computer system. Now the advantages of Internet of Things: efficient resource utilization. If we know the functionality and the way how each devices work, or we definitely increase the resource utilization as well as monitor natural resources. So see in the diagram, there is one smart meter. This meter used to show the electricity consumption, and this meter is connected with one lamp, and lamp followed by a relay is given. So this is a relay. Well, so this is a relay portion. Now this is an optocoupler. It is a one type of sensor, right? This sensor received information from gas sensor, fire sensor, or PIR sensor. The fire sensors responsible for the ups and downs of temperature, or gas sensors responsible for the emission of gases. So microcontroller on this motherboard, a microcontroller is installed. It collect, it sends the information, collect the data from the sensors, and then information forwarded to the relay part, right? A relay will automatically turn off the light or turn on the light with respect to the data sensed by this microcontroller. So it use resource, electricity is a resource in this case, and it use very effectively by using the Internet of Things. Second advantage, you can say, it minimize the human resource or human efforts. A number of devices communicate with each others and to do a lot of tasks, and they minimize the human efforts. Now see in this diagram, this is a business integration. All IoT devices communicate through this IoT cloud gateway. This cloud gateway streamline all your functions. The streaming gets started. There is a database, store the information collected by the devices. At the same time, there is a reporting module, right? If there is anything ups or downs into the data utilization or data consumption, this reporting tool can be displayed, and this reporting tool also display to the business integration. Now this business integration is a set of rules through which all the IoT devices need to be communicate and they deliver the required output. So it minimizes the human efforts. In this case, there is no any human interaction. Now time saving, of course, time saving is a primary factor in automation system, and it can be saved through the IoT platform. Then data collection can be enhanced in the IoT systems as it collect different type of analog data like sound, weather, pollution, temperature, or any type of physical entities can be retrieved by using the IoT data collection system. So data can be used to take decisions. Once data get collected into the system, data get processed by the IoT processor, and then the system can take decision about the utilization of resources. Then next advantage of IoT is improved security. IoT based security systems can make home or office environment more secure, right? So of course security component get involved into the IoT factor and system become more efficient. But there are certain disadvantages with respect to IoT. You cannot assure the privacy of the end user into the IoT system, right? Even though there is an active participation of all users and IoT system provide personal data in maximum details, as IoT system use a different networking protocols and data is moving from one layer to another layer, and in between this data can be breached by any type of hacker or any type of third-party person. So privacy is a major concern in IoT. Complexity, the designing, developing, maintaining, and enable the large technology to IoT systems. So it's quite complicated. So it is not easy to maintain IoT systems, right? Designing of IoT systems or deployment, it required a lot of extreme level of technical knowledge. At the same time, it required a large amount to maintain entire circuits, or the entire network need to be maintained time to time, or you need to enable or disable certain services. So you need to go through a number of technical details, and it's not easy to accumulate all these technical details on a single location. So IoT system becomes somewhat complicated. So this is one disadvantage of IoT. The next disadvantage of IoT is high initial cost. In case of deployment, suppose you want to install these IoT systems at your station, then it involves significant cost, right? So businesses and individuals may face expenses related to the device acquisition, installation, and system integration, which can be a challenge for widespread adaptation, especially for the smaller entities. So for small scale business, it become difficult to implement this IoT infrastructure, right? Because the installation part or system integration part may be a challenge for the small scale business. There are certain applications with respect to IoT, like smart lighting. Smart lighting uses IoT enabled sensors, bulbs, or adapters to allow users to manage their homes or office lighting with their smartphones or smart homes management platform. So this solution control through the external devices like smartphone or smart assistant, or set to operation on a schedule, or triggered by sound or motion. So the smart lighting you can manage through a number of controlling devices like mobile phone or laptop or any triggered device by the sound. Yes, let's begin with the next point. Smart lighting system automatically detect when building is occupied or not, based other devices like an IoT enabled thermostat or security system. So according to schedule set by the users, by ensuring that no light is forgotten when employee leave an office for the weekend or every morning when you go to the work, smart lighting can prove an excellent resource for energy conservation and operating efficiency. Smart thermostat is one more application of IoT. It allows users to schedule, monitor, and remotely control home temperature. Thermostat simply switches the heating system on and off necessary senses and temperature of the system so that the system temperature is maintained near a desired set of point, and it works for sensing air temperature, switching on the heating when air temperature falls below the thermostat setting, and switch it off once its set temperature has been reached. So thermostat can be used to control your AC, राइट तो आपका एसी कंट्रोल होता है. स्मार्ट सिक्योरिटी कैमराज, IoT cameras are devices that use Internet of Things technology to connect internet and other smart devices in your home, so they can capture and stream live video, audio, and data, and allow you to remotely access and control them from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. So they can also integrate with sensors and other